Hey there, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync Brivity to dotloop. That way all those contacts you already have in Brivity will show up in dotloop. It's going to save you time as you create those loops. And if any changes happen to the contacts in dotloop, those will get synced back to Brivity so you can follow up with those clients and have the most accurate contact information without having to import, export, copy, paste, or anything like that. The contact management just happens automatically. Super easy to set up. Let me show you how. The first thing we're going to do is go to apination.com. We're going to come over here to Discover Connections. And here you're going to see a ton of different apps, real estate, productivity, marketing tools, and they can all be synced together to save you some time. Here's Brivity, so I'm going to click on that. And now we can see the apps that Brivity can sync to. I'm going to come down here to dotloop. So we're syncing Brivity to dotloop, and we have two different syncs available, Brivity to dotloop and dotloop back to Brivity. And the subscription will cover both these syncs or just one-way sync if you'd like. I'm going to start with Brivity to dotloop, and then I'll come back and do dotloop to Brivity. So I click activate, and now I'm going to connect my Brivity account. I'll click that. Type in my Brivity username and enter my password. And then it asks for a name for my company. And this is mostly if you're using multiple Brivity accounts with API Nation. So you can name the different connections. And there's that. All right, so Brivity is connected. Now I'm going to connect dotloop. Similar thing. I'm just going to sign into dotloop here. Approve access. All right, great. Just a few options left before we activate the sync. Here's the big button to activate it. The first option, sync all contacts on first run. That's going to take everybody in Brivity and push them into dotloop as contacts. I can do that by checking this box. If I leave the box unchecked, it's only going to send over any new contacts we add once we start up this sync. So it's not going to send anybody who currently exists into Brivity. It's only going to send anybody who gets added from today going forward. I want everybody pushed into dotloop, so I'm going to go ahead and check that box. I can also filter by a specific tag. So maybe I only want to send over people who have a tag like .loop or closed or FSBO. I can go ahead and enter that tag here. And then finally, if I only want to send over contacts from a specific agent, I can go ahead and select them here. So I'm going to go ahead and send over contacts from Justin. And those are going to get sent over to .loop. And here's the mapping. So it's going to be first name, last name, email. You can see some of these fields have a red star next to them, and those mean they are required. So we must have a first name, last name, and an email in order to create a contact in dotloop. We also have phone, company. If there's anything else you want to hook up, just click the field on the left, work phone, and then you can click the corresponding field on the right. And this all looks great. So I'm going to go to the top and activate this sync. So there we go. This is now running. I'm going to set up the partner sync. So to do that, I'm going to click on the Brivity logo at the top, and that's going to take me back to all the apps Brivity can sync with. Click through dotloop again. And this time I'm going to select the partner sync. So dotloop syncing into Brivity. I'll click activate. Here we go. And then just a few options again. I can sync all people from dotloop and put them in Brivity. And when they go in Brivity, what status should they have? What type should they be? Should they be tagged? And is there an agent they should be assigned to? I'm going to go ahead and leave it as new, but if I want it, I could send them over as maybe watch or nurture. And then I want them to be leads. I'm not going to tag them at this time. And then I'm actually going to send them back into that same account under Justin. There we go. I'm going to go down here to mapping. This all looks great. Hook that up. And I'm going to go ahead and activate this sync as well. So there we go. We now have two syncs activated. Just one thing I wanted to point out. This is sending over all the contacts from this account into Brivity. If you're an admin, it's going to send over all the contacts you have access to. If you only want to send over contacts from a specific agent's account, go ahead and have that agent log in with their dotloop account and then send it over to Brivity and select the agent there. Or have them log in with their Brivity account as well, and then it'll only send over the contacts they have available in dotloop into their Brivity database so that only they see it. I'm going to click on My Syncs, and now I can see the 2 syncs we just set up. If I want, I can turn these off by simply tapping the toggle. And also, if I want to set up really similar syncs, maybe I want to set up the exact same sync for a different agent, I can click Clone. And then just come on down and change the agent. And then launch that sync. It's a really convenient way if you have to do this for multiple agents. So that's it. That's how you sync Brivity to dotloop. It can save you a ton of time managing contacts, so you can create loops faster. You can make sure all the contacts are updated in Brivity at all times, and these 2 tools work more seamlessly than ever. If you have any questions or ideas or need any help setting this up for you or your team, shoot us an email, give us a phone call. We're API Nation, connecting the world's applications. We love doing this stuff.